What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic. Today we're gonna talk some football and we're gonna talk some quarterbacks. We talking Jay Cutler versus Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick versus Jay Cutler. If you did not know, the Miami Dolphins quarterback Ryan Tannehill suffered a knee injury. Hasn't been confirmed yet, but more than likely he's gonna miss the whole season. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so the Dolphins gotta do something. They gotta sign a quarterback. A lot of people before the offseason started, during the offseason, they were like, don't worry about Colin, don't worry about Kaepernick. When the season starts, during training camp and before the season starts, quarterbacks go down every year. He's going to get picked up. People are going to be desperate. They're going to finally reach out to him. He's finally going to get brought on, and they're going to finally get, he's finally going to get a job. So we're like, okay, we'll trust you on that. Yeah, you're right. Quarterbacks go down every single year. Last year, Teddy Bridgewater went down. Quarterbacks go down, and they got to bring somebody on. So a couple weeks ago, it was noted that Joe Flacco gonna miss some time, and they brought Kaepernick in. Harbaugh was behind it. The general manager was behind it. The owner said no, so he ain't get no job. We're like, dang. Now Ryan gets hurt, so we're like, okay, yeah, Miami pick him up, and they go after Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler was in the booth, y'all. Like, Jay Cutler wasn't even about to play football. Jay Cutler was inside the booth, ready to work at Fox to be a broadcaster, and y'all brought him out of retirement instead of bringing in Kaepernick, who is working, who wants to play football, who wasn't talking about retirement, wasn't about to get another job. He wants to play football, and y'all paid Jay Cutler over him. So, some people, got in touch with me and was like, man, you see this? It's some bull. I'm like, yeah. And some other people got in touch with me. It was like, hey, I like to pick up because Jay Cutler a better quarterback than Kaepernick anyway. I said, huh? Really? You think so? They're like, yeah. Me, off top, I'd rather have Kaepernick than Jay Cutler. But I decided to look at some numbers. And to be honest, people, it's not even close. Kaepernick came in the NFL. And he started playing in 2012. He came in NFL in 2011, but he didn't play. 2012, he threw for over 1,000 yards because he missed time because Alex Smith was the starter for some of the season. 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a 98 quarterback rating. 2013, 21 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a 91 quarterback rating. 2014, 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 86 quarterback rating. Last year, he missed some time because he got pulled. He only played 9 games. 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 78 quarterback rating. And then this past season, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a 90 quarterback rating. But we talking about that he ain't been playing good since 2012, since they went to the Super Bowl. Last year alone, 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 90 quarterback rating. Let's look at Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, if one people talking about he's a Pro Bowler, he's only made 1 Pro Bowl in 2008. But we're going to judge him from the same years of Kaepernick. 19 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, an 81 rating. 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, an 89 quarterback rating. His best year ever. His offensive coordinator of this year is the head coach of the Dolphins right now. And supposed to be his best year ever. 28 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, an 88 quarterback rating. 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and a 92 quarterback rating. And in this past season, he missed some time, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and a 78 quarterback rating. The year that they went to the NFC Championship game, he only been to the playoff 1 time, and they went to the NFC Championship game and lost to Green Bay. It was in 2010. They season, they were 11-5. He had 25 touchdowns and 18 interceptions and a quarterback rating of 86. His records over the past 5 years: 10-6, 8-8, 5-11, 6-10, and 3-13. Kaepernick's over the past 5 years. 11-4-1. They made it to the Super Bowl and lost to the Ravens. 13, 12-4. They lost in the NFC Championship game to Seattle, but they made the NFC Championship game. Lost on the last second play. But 12-4. 2014, 8-8. 15, 5-11 in this past season. 2-14. What are we talking about, people? Like if you really look at the numbers, Kaepernick has consistently had a way better QB rating than Jay Cutler is. Jay Cutler is always in the 80s. Kaepernick is in the 90s. He only had one season in the 80s and one season that was 78. Jay Cutler has only had one season in the 90s, everything else in the 80s, and then has also had a 78 quarterback rating. Every year he throws for multiple interceptions. 14, 12, 18, 11. 5. His best years is 28 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. The year they went to the NFC Championship game, 25 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. Kaepernick has only thrown for double-digit interceptions once, and it was only 10. He's thrown for 3 interceptions, 8 interceptions, 10 interceptions, 5 interceptions, and 4 interceptions. His worst season was 6-5, 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Last year, when y'all say he fell off a cliff, 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. His numbers weren't even bad, and he didn't play the whole season because they tried to play Blaine Gabbert. A 90 quarterback rating, a 98 quarterback rating, a 91 quarterback rating, an 86 quarterback rating, and a 78 quarterback rating. Come on, what are we talking about? His record, 11-4-1, 12-4, 8-8. 5-11, 2-14. I know all those wins are not his in the beginning, like in the 2012 season, because Alex Smith played some time, just like that. All those losses in 15 and 16 are not his either because he ain't played. So I'm give credit. Same thing with Cutler. Cutler's missed time too, but Cutler's missed time off of injuries. That's nothing. You got a guy who's constantly injury prone, he constantly gets hurt, and he's throwing for multiple interceptions. But yet y'all choosing him over Kaepernick. We know what time it is. We know exactly what time it is. They want to say, oh, it wouldn't be a good look for him to be in Miami because he wore the Castro shirt, and Miami is mostly Cubans. And that could be true, but that's a cop-out. It ain't got nothing to do with no Castro shirt. It has everything to do with this man taking the knee. Point blank, period. Call it we stop trying to insult our intelligence and make us think that we stupid. We know what time it is. If it walk like a duck, if it quack like a duck, damn it, it's a damn duck. And if you don't want to hire this man because he's taking the knee, that's all it is. Stop trying to sugarcoat it. Stop trying to say, oh no, he's supposed to be a starter. Like Seattle say, he's a starter. So you tell me he's good enough to start, but he's not good enough to be your backup. He's supposed to be a starter, and that's why he can't be a backup. That's like telling a girl, you so fine, but I can't date you. I got that ugly girl because you too fine for me to date. That makes no damn sense. That makes no sense. And then you want to say, oh, he fell off a cliff. I didn't brought you the numbers and say that he didn't fall off no cliff. His numbers compared to other people's numbers who you are hiring, who you are getting out of a Fox booth, who's ready to call games and say he ready to retire, who y'all rather bring in. Then they also have the audacity to say they actually reached out to Tebow. Tebow playing baseball right now. Y'all try to reach out to Kyle Orton. Kyle Orton ain't played since 2014. Come on. All these people are better options than Kaepernick right now. Come on. And we're not even asking for you to be his starter. We're not even asking for you to hire this man to be a starter. We're not asking you to give him $72 million like the Texans did Brock Osweiler last year. Oops, my bad. Quarterback 17. I'm not supposed to say his name. We're not asking you to give him $72 million. We're not asking you for to be a starter. We just want you to give him a chance. They give Jay Cutler $10 million. $10 million. All those interceptions, that bad QB rating, that always being hurt, that's worth $10 million? Really? Really? And then in Baltimore, he wouldn't even be the starter for the whole season because we know that Flacco coming back. In Miami, he would be the starter for the whole season because we don't know about Ryan Tannehill. But we already know with Flacco, we know Flacco come back in 4 to 5 weeks. So he wouldn't even been the full-fledged starter. He would just been keeping the bench warm. But you're scared that he actually going to show up and show out. And y'all might have a quarterback controversy. And y'all mad because he's going to be sitting there taking knees. And it's kind of ironic, though, what he's taking the knee for. He's taking the knee for injustice. And yet y'all won't give him a job. Ain't that kind of injustice? Ain't that the same thing? So you disagree with him taking the knee, but that's the reason why he's taking the knee. It's because you're disagreeing with him. because he's saying that it's not equal, it's not equality out here, and yet y'all want to give him a job. Ain't that the same thing? Ain't that kind of ironic that what he's doing, what he's taking a knee for, is the same reason why y'all want to give him a job? Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell to get more videos. I holla.